Well, good morning and welcome to my Tuesday. It is 4 a.m. on the dot. I just got done editing the vlog. Coffee is brewing, and I just did a firmware update on the camera. Shout out to Eric for letting me know that the firmware was available. So I'll read the patch notes here later today and figure out what all new stuff is going on. But I heard there's a 4K zoom, so that's cool. And yeah, we're gonna kick some ass today, so stay tuned. Coffee's ready. Oh yeah. Tuesdays are so light and easy compared to Mondays. It's too bad that the days couldn't be flopped. You know, you come off of the weekend and eat a nice easy day and kind of ramp up into the week. And it's like, nope, fist to the face first thing Monday morning. I have such a light shop of what we need today that I already started grabbing items from this afternoon and put it on my shopping list, specifically to Restaurant Depot, because I literally need one case. Is all we need this morning. It's the only thing we're short, one case. So I went through our two big orders for this afternoon, and I'm gonna basically fill up one whole cart. We'll still have to go back. I'm not gonna try and do it all in the morning because it's basically two carts in the afternoon from each place. So I'm not gonna try and do all that solo. Travis and I will definitely go and do our afternoon shop. I'm just gonna lighten the load a little bit since, you know, I can. Crazy weather here in Phoenix. The high today is 86, and honestly, it could get hotter. I want to say it was almost 90 degrees yesterday. I don't know where I saw that. I don't know if it was in my car temperature or somewhere. I thought I saw 90 degrees yesterday, which is insane. It is February, and it is that warm, that hot. Dare I say hot? Not that I'm complaining, because I would rather have those temperatures than, you know, the 30s and 40s personally. But it's just crazy to think of how fast it's come on. Tiff and I were, you know, walking this weekend, and the trees are already starting to. They lost all their leaves in January, and they're already getting new leaves in February, right? Like, fall/winter is so short here in Phoenix that when the trees lose their leaves, they're back within a month or two. Like, and they already are. Like I said, they started falling in December. They were completely barren in January, and here we are in February, and they're already starting to bloom new leaves. So by mid-March, we should have all green trees again. Can't wait. Oh, speaking of March, spring training games have just started. Baseball. I think this last weekend was the first weekend. Because we have a customer who works at the ballpark, but because obviously it's spring trainer now, he goes to the spring training ballparks and does like sausages and bratwursts and, you know, Chicago style dogs. So he had his first delivery this season out in Surprise. And Jack and Chrissy, I think, the Bevos, went to their first spring training game this last weekend as well, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, spring training is back here in Arizona, as well as Florida. Half the MLB goes to Florida, half the MLB comes here to Arizona. You know, I think it's safe to say we take it for granted that we have half the league is here playing baseball. Growing up, where I grew up, we had Peoria Sports Complex, which is one of the original sports spring training facilities for the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres. That was like the original. And then from there, more and more started popping up. I believe the Anaheim Angels in Tempe, they played at ASU's stadium. And then from there, more and more just started popping up. Now we've got, like I said, we have half the league here. And just in the West Valley, where I live, I have access to 4 stadiums they're all pretty convenient. The closest one to me would be the Dodgers and the Rockies, I think. I think it's Camelback Park. Then there's the Reds and the... whatever the Cleveland team is now. I don't know what they're called. They used to be called the Indians. I'm pretty sure they changed the name. I don't know what the name is now. Again, not into sports, but I think they changed the name. But I think those two teams are in Goodyear, and then obviously Pure Sports Complex, City of Surprise. Obviously, when we lived in Surprise, we went to the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. So those were the two teams in Surprise. So yeah, surprisingly, a lot of teams are in the West Valley. And then you got a couple that are downtown, a couple in Tempe, a couple in Mesa, a couple of them up in Scottsdale. The Diamondbacks are in Scottsdale with the... oh, I think they're the Rockies. Oh, it's the Dodgers and the White Sox. I think that's what's in Avondale. Yeah, but anyway, baseball, spring training. We used to take the kids to go because it was just something to do. You know, go get lawn seats. They were cheap. You sit in the grass. The kids could run around and play. They didn't really care about baseball. I asked Tiffany if she's interested. She said no. So unless Bryce or Sierra want to go and they ask to go, we probably won't be going to any spring training games. Easy peasy shopping day. I gotta love it. Sugar. All right, I just need 2 boxes of chips and we are done with Costco. We got a new protein flavor, strawberries and cream. I bought it yesterday. Looking forward to trying it this morning. I'm a little scared to try the lemon. 5 dozen eggs are back, and now they're doing them in boxes, which is more convenient for us. Packing the loading, not complaining. Always put your carts back. Be curious. Or at the very least, put it in the corral. Makes life easier for everyone. They don't have to go run around the parking lot looking for a cart, you know what I'm saying? You ever had baklava before? It's a Mediterranean pastry. Crispy, flaky, made with pistachios. I saw this yesterday and I almost grabbed it, but I was like, no, I'm again, too big of a hurry, too much going on. But today I saw it and I was like, it looks so good. Like, just they have the window open, you can see the insides. It's actually 4 different kinds: pistachio bird's nest, traditional triangles, baklava fingers, and rectangle baklavas, made with honey. It's very sweet, very decadent. I haven't had a baklava like in a really long time, and the last one that I remember having wasn't very good. So because it's from Costco, I have high hopes. This is Cedar Pastries. It's a nice little plastic container. I don't know how different these are going to taste. Like I said, there's 4 different kinds. So the bird's nest got my eye because you can actually see the nuts inside. Oh yeah, the honey is like sticky. That's amazing. Super light and flaky. Then you have this like really like dense, chewy center with the honey and the pistachios. Oh, that is delicious. I'm gonna try one of the traditional triangles. Oh, dude, look at that. Ooey gooey, flaky. Oh wow, very different texture, very different flavor. There's something in the middle there. I don't know what that is. Again, this is a traditional, so, wow. So those two are very different. I'm assuming all 4 are gonna be slightly different, but man, those are so good. I love honey. Honey is one of my top flavors for sweets, you know. I like it on my toast and my apples and fruit, peanut butter banana with honey. Oh, game changer. Nice little treat there. And my brother's got a sweet tooth, so he'll love those as well. All right, on to depot. Super busy as usual. Traffic. And this time of year, the sun is like right in my face at this time of day. I don't typically bring my sunglasses with me. Maybe I should start. Oof. Currently listening to Adam the Woo, his vlog this morning. He's at Disney World, Magic Kingdom in Florida, and it's raining. He's actually going through the park while it's raining, and he's talking about how it's great when it's raining because there's no lines and there's, you know, the park is empty. Which I'm like, obviously, it's wet. Nobody wants to get wet. But he made a good point. So if you plan accordingly, right? You wear the right clothes, rain gear, bring an umbrella. Like, you can enjoy the park. Obviously, there's certain rides that are probably closed, but for the most part, he's just walking on to pretty much every ride and just doing the normal thing, just with nobody around. So it's kind of wild to think about. Not something we have to worry about in Anaheim for Disneyland. But Disney World, yeah, I mean, Florida rains all the time. In fact, I was reading in the comments, someone made a comment that they've had rain for 7 straight days in whatever part of Florida that they're in. And I'm just like, that's crazy. We got rain like once in the last, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months. It's just, man, it's so dry right now. Like, I love being out in the desert and doing my hikes and stuff, but it is so dusty and dirty and wild. See, already we're a couple hours into my day, and I've already vlogged more now than I did all day yesterday. Sometimes I mean, granted, again, yesterday was just super busy. My mind was just on work and not on the vlog. But like, not vlogging for a day kind of like recharges my batteries to be like, we're vlogging today, and today's vlog is gonna be awesome. I can tell you that right now. Pinguinos. I've literally stood here and watched the kid come over here and be like, Pinguinos, and grab one off the shelf. Basically a Hostess cupcake. My brother also likes these. It's 11:30. I'm here by myself. My dad left, I don't know, about an hour ago? I don't even know where he went. I asked somebody if they knew where he went, and they said, oh, he's going to go get some boxes for eggs or something like that. I was like, okay, cool. He's been gone for like over an hour. So, I don't know. And then my brother is out shopping. He felt bad about the swapping and everything like that. And he's like, you just do your thing, man. Get out here early. You know, I got this. Usually, Austin and I go together just because, like, you know, it's a lot of stuff, and makes sense just to split it up and get it done early. But we got our trucks out so early today that he left about 10:30. He left at 10:30, about 10:45 or so. It's almost an hour, and he's on his way back already. So, I mean, we're gonna get out of here pretty early today, which is awesome, especially having such a long day yesterday. But I'm actually catching up on stuff. I had a stack of paperwork on my desk here that just kind of accumulates, like eventually get to, and I've gotten through it all. So, yeah. Actually feels good to be able to get caught up on things. So props to my brother. The one last thing I have to do is I have to call the bank and get my debit card renewed. It expired in January. I've just been using the credit card and then just transferring funds over. But I don't know if I can do it. I have my card. It has my name on it, obviously, but I don't know if my dad has to call because I'm not technically an authorized user on the bank. So that's the only last thing I have to do. I'll wait for my dad to get back just in case when I call and they're like, yeah, can we speak to Grant? I can hand him the phone and do that sort of thing. But otherwise, yeah, one last thing I got to do is run all the ACH payments from yesterday's deliveries. I'll be done for the day. The nice thing about working in here by myself, not having to worry about people and things, is I can listen to music and or YouTube videos. So I'm actually catching up on some vlogs and watching a handful of stuff. A lot of stuff about the Pocket 3, the camera that I use for my vlogs. A lot of people doing reviews or just straight up using it as their daily camera. This is a Jayhawk video, DJI Osmo Pocket 3, productive week in my life. So he basically is saying that he's using this camera to record all the footage from the vlog and test out the face tracking, the wireless mic, that sort of thing. Before that, I watched a video from Evan Lindy. Really love that dude's vlogs. I love his style. He travels. He does a lot of real cinematic stuff, sets up shots that he walks into, and he just does a lot more cinematic stuff. And he has a really cool LUT that he uses, and kind of gives his videos like this overall like color and warmth that you just, when you watch it, like you just know it's one of his videos. So shout out to Evan Lindy. If you're looking for more vloggers, I highly recommend checking out Evan. He does a lot of good stuff. He's not daily, but he posts pretty often. And like I said, he travels and rides bikes, and I love Evan's stuff. So he's definitely worth checking out. I should get back to that. I should get back to recommending more channels to you guys that I watch. I know I talk about Adam the Woo all the time because he is a daily vlogger, and so far of all the channels that I kind of frequently watch, he's the closest to like my style of like, just this is my day, my daily life, and he just turns the camera on and he talks to the camera. Though he does shoot more like POV, whereas I tend to shoot more like camera on me. But I've been trying to do less of that because, again, I got some feedback and it made sense. Like, show more of what I'm doing when I'm doing it, right? Obviously, I'm sitting at my desk. There's nothing else to look at. But when I'm walking, when I'm driving, when I'm doing other things, it makes more sense to show things around me. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to finish up the bank stuff. And then when my brother gets here, help him unload and call it a day. Got a notification that my points at Dutch Bros is going to expire and start expiring in March. And then I realized I haven't been to Dutch Bros in quite a while because I just started going to Black Rock to visit Sierra. So we're going to go through Dutch Bros and get a Iced Rebel because it's been a while. So I just ran into Sierra's ex-boyfriend, if you remember him from the earlier vlogs. And just kind of caught up with him briefly. Still going to school and trying new things. He's actually switched schools, and he's not sure if he likes this or not. So he's kind of, I just told him, I said, good for you, man. You're young, try new things. Obviously, that's what I encourage my kids to do. You don't feel like you committed to something and you have to do it. And if you're miserable, if you're not happy, change it up. You got plenty of time to course correct and try new things. So sounds like he's happy, but he's still wondering if everything's the right fit for him. So it's good. Glad to see him. Glad to see that he's doing well. All right, back home from the gym. Quick workout, but I got it knocked out. I had to do one deviation because the machine had two guys just talking and rotating on it, and I was like, okay, well, I won't use the machine. I did some free weights, shoulders, lower back, and what was the first thing I did? Oh, 2 different shoulder workouts. That's what it was. Anyway, gonna do a protein shake, and then I have a call to get on in 30 minutes. We had talked about it over the weekend, I think, but we didn't nail down a specific date and time. I think he threw out Tuesday or Thursday. Anyway, I just got the meeting invite just now for 30 minutes from now, which it's fine. It works out. I'm free, but like I just threw out in Discord, like, hey, I'm going to the gym. When I get back, I'm gonna hop on New World. And of course, someone asks, live stream, question mark? And the intention, like I said yesterday, there's always the intention to stream. It's just a matter of, do I have time to stream? Because again, I feel bad going live for less than an hour or less. It just feels bad. It feels like, the notifications go out. Normally you post it on all the socials, I'm live. And then it's like, in less than an hour, I'm gone. I don't like that personally. And so when I don't know how much time I have, it's hard for me to say, yes, I'm live. On the flip side, and again, I keep going back and forth about this. It's a personal battle. I'm not asking for anyone's opinions. It's my own personal thing. On the other hand, I'm like, fuck it. I should just go live whenever I have an opportunity to, even if it is only for 30 minutes. I'm live for 30 minutes. Whoever gets the notification and can pop in and say hi, they're the lucky ones, right? If the other people are busy, or they think, oh, well, let me finish what I'm doing and I'll catch Clint in 30 minutes from now, an hour from now, whatever, then, it is what it is. I feel bad. You can go watch the VOD. So I don't know, I keep going back and forth. Like, half my brain says, no, it's not worth it unless you're 2 hours minimum. Another part of my brain says, well, then you're never going to stream because you never know when you're going to have at least 2 hours. And that's where I'm at now. It's been, I can't remember the last time I streamed on Twitch. I know I did. I looked on YouTube because I was going to do one this weekend, or yesterday. I was going to do a live stream on YouTube yesterday. The last time I went live on YouTube was at the Suns game, which was just for a few minutes, and that I'm okay with that because that's an IRL stream. It just goes out. It's just, hey, this is happening right now. I'm live right now, kind of thing, right? But yeah, it's been too long, and I do miss streaming. But at the same time, I feel like I'm just getting started. I'm just getting my mojo going, and it's like, oh, got to end the stream. And that messes with me. Then I feel disappointed. I feel let down. I feel like, you know, and I talk myself out of it. So that's where I'm at.
3 hours later.
Well, what was supposed to be an hour-long video conference call about a potential new product that somebody wanted me to test and get my live feedback and reaction on turned into a 4-hour conversation about our business and working with my dad and my brothers and roadblocks and issues and concerns. And it was a great conversation, but holy crap, time just slipped by. Started at 3:30, ended at 7:30. Missed dinner with Tiffany and Sierra and Jacob. I ended up eating, well, they were there still at the table, but I ate by myself and caught up on their days and whatnot. Great conversation, no complaints, but just like that, my Tuesday's over. I got back from the gym. I was still in my gym clothes the entire time, just on that call. So ate dinner, put my orders in, showered, and it's 9 o'clock. It's bedtime. So I didn't even get a chance to jump into New World. New stuff, new events, double XP week on refining skills, so looking forward to that. And yeah, that's my Tuesday. Hope you had a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this longer vlog after the short vlog I gave you yesterday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, another busy one, and yeah, we'll see you then.